Great morning, everyone. How are you all doing? This is your girl Shan. I hope and pray all is well with each and every one of you. Okay. Happy Tuesday. Can you believe it? Already. Howsoever, thank you all so much for joining us on last night's show. We really appreciate it. We hope and pray that it's a blessing to you. Now, let me go ahead and talk about today's topic. Husbands and wives, do you have a house or do you have a home? For those who are single, this could very well apply. Do you have a house or do you have a home? And what is the difference? So I would like to ask and just take a couple of seconds. What do you think is the difference between a house and a home? You know, drop your good old comment, whatever the case may be, comments. But there is a big difference. And people can immediately tell when they walk into your house/home. The difference that I've seen is, good morning, Miss Delia. The difference that I have seen pretty much, and to be honest, is love. That is the difference. Anybody could have a house. And I don't care if it's a house, apartment, a duplex, a trailer home, mobile home, whatever. Wherever you reside, there is a difference between a house and a home. A home is generally filled with love. And I tend to find myself, how can I say it? I tend to find myself speaking to young ladies, married women, and they get so frustrated about their husbands and they're not doing and he's not doing and blah, blah, blah. And one thing that I have learned over the years, and I thank God for knowledge, Google is cool, YouTube is cool, but when you have somebody that you can set before that sows knowledge into you, okay? I don't know what's going on with our generation today. Everybody act like they know everything. This younger generation, you can't tell them nothing. I don't want to go to the older folks for nothing, but that is invaluable knowledge that you can just firsthand knowledge. So anywho, like I was saying, in speaking to young ladies, I'm like, look, and this goes both ways because I know people get mad and they'll click out, but this goes both ways. I generally share with wives. I'm like, look, you can make your home. I was like, you can make your home. The atmosphere of a home is very important. The house looks like this, it's always dissension. Always arguing. Soon as the spouse come to the door, whether it be the husband or wife, you going at each other. You look more like roommates. You know what I'm saying? That's generally look like what it looked like in a home. Sometimes I have husbands and wives that'll say, I feel like I'm a roommate, not a spouse. I don't feel like I'm married. I feel like a straight up roommate. Like, you do this, you pay half of your bills. I do this, I pay half of my bills. We don't cook for each other. We don't spend time with each other. None of that kind of stuff. And so that's generally a house. You know what I'm saying? You just come together and you agree. This is what you do. This is what I do. Boom. But a home is filled with love. Have you ever, and I know I've shared with y'all how I've done this, but have you ever walked into somebody's house and you just feel the tension in the air? That's just like when you on your job and you walk in and you say good morning. You say good morning to somebody and they like good morning and they got an attitude. Instantly, you already know I don't even have time to deposit my energy into you. Generally, when you walk into someone's home and the atmosphere is amazing, you feel so comfortable. It feels like peace. Have you ever had somebody come to your house? Maybe you invite them over for dinner, whatever. Everybody's up, lounging around, whatever the case may be. Baby, before you looked over and looked about, that individual is knocked out. They are asleep. Generally, a home is comfortable. People feel very relaxed. People will say, you know what? I like coming over to your home because it feels so warm. It feels so welcoming. People will tell you how I feel. Now, if you invited somebody over to your house and them jokers, good morning, them jokers don't come back, then baby, I'm going to need you to check the atmosphere in your house. Okay? Learn how to turn your house into a home. And so I know in previous videos and even on our radio show, me and my husband have spoke about this, right? And so in saying that, some of the things that we have spoke about is examine your home. I know for most people, like such as myself, I pray over my house. I generally tell the wives, like I said, baby, you can change the atmosphere of your home. You can make it welcoming. No one, whether it be the husband and the wife, want to come home and deal with drama. Nobody, whether it be the husband or the wife, want to come home and be arguing all the doggone time. That's not a home, that's a house. Do you display love in your house? Because if you do, it is a home. And so with the wives, like I say you do not know how much power that you possess. You do not know how much control that you have. And I'm not saying that the husbands do not. Because see, a wife will work so hard to make her house a home. You can go in, you got the pretty decorations on the walls. It smells good. It's clean. Okay? It's clean. You can show the respect that the husband and the wife have for the home. Okay? Because they take care of it. Number one, have you ever walked in somebody's house and that joker so dirty? I'm not trying to knock. I'm just saying. And generally us as women, we have been taught, keep your house clean. When the older folks teach you that, keep your house clean. Because when people come in, they're going to be looking at you crazy. They're not going to be looking at your husband. Now, the responsibility go both ways. Because what the husbands have to understand is if your wife works extra hard to keep your house clean, your home clean, and you come in and you throwing clothes everywhere, baby, you don't have a maid. So I'm gonna need you to get your whole life together. So those are just some of the signs. When you walk into somebody's house and it's dirty, you wouldn't eat from it, you wouldn't drink from it. I remember a man, this is disgusting, but I remember a man talking about this grown man. He said he went over to this lady's house. And you know how we're just courteous as husbands and wives, and we say, hey, man, you want something to drink? Or hey, but in this case, she said, hey, do you want something to drink? He was like, yeah, I have something. That's just something that we do here in the United States. Why he say she gave him the glass, he looked down, and when he looked down, it was frozen roaches in ice cubes. Yeah, I'm going to need us to get it all together. You can tell just by walking into somebody's house if it's a house or if it's a home because of the atmosphere. Is it clean? Does it feel loving? Do you see? Because see, this is what we do. We put on a good front like everything is all good. Baby, you just now arguing before the doorbell ring. You acting a whole fool, about to tear up your whole house. The doorbell ring, the people come up in the house and they can feel the dissension in the atmosphere. That's why when it comes to my house, I'm just home. Me and my husband used to have a house. This is why I can talk about this. We used to argue. We used to throw things at each other. Can I keep it real on today? We used to cuss at each other. We used to do all of this. You know what I'm saying? That was in the earlier part of our marriage, probably up until, I know, at least a good 5-6 years in. We used to do all of this. And I know y'all like, Shan, why are you always telling you and your husband's business? Let me go ahead and holler at you. Good morning, Tracy. Let me tell you why. Because when God has ordained you to do something, when God has called you to do something, not for us, it's not an embarrassment to us. You know, it was an embarrassment while we was in it, but it's not an embarrassment to us because God has brought us through that. And so we can use the testimony of our life and the transparency to help somebody else's marriage. So I know people get mad. I don't even know why she be sitting up here or why he be telling all that business. Baby, we're not doing it for you to make you feel good. We're doing it to make you think. So you ask yourself, do you have a house? Or do you have a home? When people come into your house, do they say, oh my God, when you have a home, people don't like to leave. Have you ever invited people over and they stay and they stay and they stay? And we don't rush people out. But I will tell you this, we do not allow everybody into our home. It wasn't until our house fire that I realized how many people have never seen the inside of our house, and it wasn't perfectly our home. But we don't invite everybody in because guess what? You could have been arguing in the car. Don't bring your spirits up in here because I done prayed too hard. Me and my husband that worked too hard. We don't need you acting a fool. We have people, we got a sign right outside our door. I wish I could show it to you right now. And it say this is a shoe-free home. Remove your shoes when you come. And people generally have attitude. Baby, I'm going to need you to follow the rules of this home and remove your doggone shoes or put some little slippers on, because I don't want you bringing your physical dirt up into my house, because there's more cleaning I got to do up into my home. And I don't want you bringing your spiritual dirt, your drama, your issues. Why? Because we work too hard. Check your demons at the door. Don't bring them up in our home, because we have to keep in mind when we have a home, it's a place of peace for our children. Me and my husband talk about this all the time. What are the children seeing? Okay, so you got to ask yourself, examine yourself. I haven't been up in your house/home. Is it a house or is it a home? And if you feel I'm just living in a house right now, it's just existing, baby, you need to ask your spouse and vice versa. What do we need to work on to make our house a home? Okay? Because if you stay in the house, stay too long, then that means that the husband or the wife want to leave. They don't want to stay there. You can feel the presence of God when you walk into people's home. Okay? You can feel the presence of God. And so for us, and I'm not trying to brag, you come in, you take your shoes off, you get comfortable. It's like I said, it's a place of peace. It's a place of relaxation. When your house is a home, you can't wait to get off of work dealing with these ignorant behind people that you had to deal with. And you look forward to going into your home. You look forward to relaxing. Baby, even when your house is a home, people can call you on the cell phone and you know it's drama. You can look right down and I ain't answering that right now. I don't even want to deal with it because you're in a place of peace. You know how you go to a spa? And it's so relaxing. You know you about to get your massage. It is a place of peace. You know how you go into the house of the Lord and the Spirit of God is moving in the atmosphere so strong. Baby, you about to get your spiritual shondo on. You about to get your spirit fed. You can just relax in the presence of God. You can relax in the peace of God. That's how your home should be. Okay? So that's why I say, do you have a house? Or do you have a home? Baby, I'm telling you, and it's not just the discernment in me, because my kids can pick up on it. And that's what I like about kids. You know, when you walk up into somebody's house and your child says, mama, I don't like this. I don't like this. And you like, boy, shut up. Because you know, a child will tell the truth. I say this all the time. Don't be shutting these babies up. It's some tomfoolery going on up in this house. A child will tell the truth. If you are not spiritually connected to God, baby, you better listen to that baby, okay? Do an about face and get on up out of there. Because me and my husband have done it. We'll spend the night in some tomfoolery. And like I said, my husband, baby, we ain't spending the night here no more. If we ever come back this way, we're getting a hotel. Okay, brother, I'm in full agreement with you. Because when the house is off the chain, you can't rest in your spirit. You can't rest in yourself. So examine yourself. Don't get mad at Shan. She always talking about, baby, because I don't know what the atmosphere of your house is like. I don't know if it's a home. I haven't been there. Check yourself. Husbands and wives. Yes, I always, like I say, encourage the wives, baby, you can turn your house into a home. It takes prayer. It takes having that peace. It takes changing your nasty attitude. It takes how you speak to your spouse, your husband. And I'm going to say this one last thing. Husbands and wives, because wives do this too. You have you a good husband who help you keep the house clean. He'll cook for you when he see that you are tired. You come in and you acting a fool and you griping and you complaining and you groaning. You know what I'm saying? He trying to work with you to turn your house into a home, but you acting whole fool, showing your whole behind. Hey, Jose. Hey, Miss Therese, how you doing? Showing your whole behind. And you sitting up here tripping. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to get your whole life together, okay? Because you have something. You have a husband that is very rare to find, okay? So husbands, if your wife is holding it down, you coming home to a place place of peace. You coming home to a clean house. You coming home to clean clothes. You coming home to a woman that's praying and setting the atmosphere. Your wife is praying and setting the atmosphere in your home. And you don't recognize what you got. You think the grass is greener on the other side, baby. Don't have your lip poked out. And don't be out in the streets talking about your wife when she become your ex-wife because you don't recognize what you have. So I encourage you, husbands and wives, on today. If you have a husband and wife that work with you and turning your house into a home and you sitting up here complaining, you coming home to peace. You can, like my homegirl say, this is a country term, only country folks know that you can come home and rear back in your recliner. You can rear back in your chair. You can enjoy yourself. You ain't hearing no arguing. You ain't hearing no issues. You ain't hearing no drama. You better recognize what you have before what you have become your ex, because people don't want to stay in this foolery forever. You see what I'm saying? So either you come on board, you get before God, you surround yourself, husbands and wives, with people who got plans and goals and they want a happy marriage and they want to go somewhere. Because see, that's what we do. We could have peace in our home all day, but we surround ourselves with people who are drama filled in their marriage. And somebody said it yesterday, and I believe it with my whole heart. That which goes on in somebody else's marriage, especially if you're not strong in fortitude in your own house, providing fortitude around your own marriage, before you know it, it'll rub into yours. It'll rub all up into yours. Your home is peaceful. You'd have been kicking it with somebody, their house is full of drama, and then you wonder why your house is full of drama. So surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who husbands who value their wives who value their husbands. Okay, that is what you do to work to have a successful, hey Keela, to have a successful home. All right. So are you putting in the work? Are you working with your spouse? Or do you magically think as the husband that this is your wife's responsibility? You as the wife, you think that this is your husband's responsibility, but y'all not working together to make it happy. You better say that, Keela. Drama rubs off. I thought she said dumb. Drama rubs off. Okay? So I encourage you to watch your surroundings, especially when you're working hard, because let me tell you about the devil. The devil will come strong like never before. And most of the times we usher the devil and the drama and the issues right into our home. So ask yourself, what is it looking like? It's sad when you work as husbands and wives to have a home, but then you turn around and because you didn't recognize what you had in your home, you didn't recognize your awesome king, you didn't recognize your beautiful queen in your home, then your home then turned into a house and you sitting up in that house all by yourself. Okay, so watch it. I'm telling you, watch it, because I know me, Shan, I don't be around people that you drama feel. Baby, I don't do it. I don't have time for it. I don't even have time to exert my energy in it. So ask yourself, even in that, who are you inviting into your home that's always drama filled? Every time you talk to them, they always negative. They ask you for your advice. You give them advice, but they always know the answer. You feel like you done worked out at the gym a whole pure hour of cardio. You know how exhausted you get after you done worked out. And when they leave your presence, that's how you feel. When they leave your home, that's how it feels. You need to check your surroundings, okay? You need to examine it, because there's plenty of times, even on social media, baby, I don't want to see all your drama. Baby, I will straight unfollow you on social media. I might not unfriend you, but I unfollow you. What are you allowing negatively to be deposited within your home, to be deposited within your marriage, to be deposited within yourselves? Because if you always surround yourself by somebody that always got this negative drama and foolery, trust me, it's going to rub off on your marriage. It's going to rub off on your home. So what do you need to cut off? Okay, you ain't got to be mean about it. Just start separating yourself. You can even pray for them. Separate yourself and ask yourself, hey, Lori, ask yourself, like I said, what can you do to make your house a home? Because what you don't want to do is be sitting up in your house by yourself. okay? Because you had it good, but you didn't recognize what you had. So y'all go ahead and have a blessed day. Again, thank you for joining us last night on the radio show, Marriage Mondays with the Kings. Y'all need to share this, okay? And it ain't about me. It ain't about my husband, because guess what? God gonna do what he gonna do. So we don't ask you to share for that. We ask you to share, to join with us, to be a blessing. Even if things didn't work out in your marriage, you're a divorcee or whatever the case may be a blessing to help get the word out, because we are literally on a mission to help save marriages. Y'all don't know what we go through. Y'all don't know who be in our inbox. Y'all don't know. You think your friends got it going on. Y'all think they the bomb.com. You're looking up to them and all this other stuff when they got tomfoolery going on all up in their house. Okay? So that's why we ask you to share. So y'all be a blessing to somebody today and not a curse. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Share this because it's free. Your girl Shan gonna be back with you on tomorrow, whatever God placed on my heart. Blessings to you. And thank you so much, Miss Delia. Thank you. Thank you for